Chris Pine is a bard who loses a loved one and finds himself locked away for 2 years after failing to bring her back. Once released, he forms a group to pull off one more heist to save his daughter and bring back his lost love. Dungeons & Dragons: Honor Among Thieves is one of the most surprising movies I've seen in a while, because it's pretty good and very enjoyable. At its core, it's a fantasy action movie with ample comedy. The fantasy is twisted to an extent to separate it enough from other fantasy properties. One such difference is that this is a standalone, small-scale story, a very welcome thing. The action is fun and exciting with great choreography and creativity, and a good implementation of humour in some sequences too. The humour is pretty good, with great gags and jokes throughout. It's the characters that make this movie though, with each star and name bringing a unique personality and trait to the party. Every character adds something needed to fulfill the mission. They're not just there to fill out the cast. They all have their own personal motivations too, although some of them are a little basic and simplistic, but still effective. The movie is a touch too long though, with some sequences overlasting their welcome. The CGI and special effects are also mixed, with some very impressive moments and some not so good looking moments, specifically with CGI faces and creatures. The movie of course has nods and homages to the game it's based upon, with sequences clearly mimicking the roll of a dice, the use of imagination, and the unpredictability of a real Dungeons & Dragons game. It's a movie that requires no knowledge of the game, but still manages to mimic the experience of playing it without it becoming too much of a thing. Dungeons & Dragons: Honor Among Thieves is a very fun movie and generally well crafted, with a twist-filled story and fun, quirky characters. It does get a tad predictable towards the back end, and the villains are a little one note, but overall it left me wanting more, and that's a very good thing.